At the beginning of the 20th century, artists including Picasso and Matisse were exploring new ways to interpret the figure in three dimensions. Picasso was attacking space, deconstructing it, ripping it apart, as seen here with his Cubist Head of a Woman, done in 1910. In these 5 studies by Matisse, also done in 1910, the artist is not focused on creating an exact likeness of his model, Jeannette, but rather taking form as far as he can and still retain the essence of his subject. Both Matisse and Picasso were altering the way we see space and form, breaking new ground in modern art. Before either Matisse or Picasso began to experiment with modern sculpture, Auguste Rodin labored for 5 years on a commission of a portrait of Balzac. Rodin worked from photos and portraits in an attempt to honor the late noted writer, but he would find Balzac's flabby, sickly body too much to capture with his usual muscular, more objective style. Instead, Rodin resorted to a more impressionistic approach, winding up with an expressive head draped in a loose dressing gown. When unveiled in 1898, Rodin's piece met with mixed reviews, too original in concept and execution for its time. Rodin's commission was cancelled, his fee withheld. Crushed, Rodin moved the raw plaster form back to his studio, where it remained until his death in 1917. It was not cast in bronze until 1939. This Head of a Woman by Modigliani, also done in 1910, features elongated proportions and a mask-like quality. Artists in Europe were now drawing inspiration from tribal and ancient art to interpret the human figure in new ways. Here we see a Cycladic figurine dated from around 2700 BC. Figurines of this type, sculpted from marble from the Cyclades Islands, go back all the way to the Bronze Age. The geometric shapes and their elegant simplicity are distinctive and may appear strikingly modern to a viewer today. Discovered in the 19th century, these figurines were brought back to Europe as curiosities and were first thought to be ugly, poor examples of Greek art. But by the early 20th century, modern artists looking to break with convention began to appreciate their abstract qualities and highly stylized forms. Cycladic art helped sculptors like Henry Moore develop a new visual vocabulary that evokes a timeless quality, combining the ancient and modern worlds.